I want to go over that because everyone started arguing over what LeBron James said on his podcast, and in today's video, we got to speak about Gilbert Arenas and Draymond Green getting into it, man. They addressed each other live on their platforms.
I don't know where it started. It's just it's a long conversation, especially when it comes to me individually. I don't know why it's discussed so much in our sport. You tell me, Allen Iverson and Charles Barkley and Steve Nash, our wasn't unbelievable. Like, oh, they can't be talked about or discussed with these guys just because this guy won 1 ring or won 2 rings or won, like, it's just weird to me. It's like saying Peyton Manning can't be in the same room with Brady or Mahomes.
LeBron James called out today's NBA ring culture on the Mind Your Game podcast, saying that it just doesn't make sense. Many people agree with him, while many disagree, so ESPN assembled a panel that included individuals like Trace McGrady and Jay Will. Gilbert Arenas' people, who have never won championships, debate with Stephen A. Smith about ring culture, and I want to focus on what he said because that's what really irritated Dr. Green. Let's take a look at what Gil said live on ESPN first. Here's a clip, okay?
Right? When you talk about a team award, something that a structure needs to win, does not boost you in front of individual accomplishments. And when you used Kobe, would frowned upon what LeBron said, I would disagree with that.
Got you.
I would disagree with that.
I remember what I said there.
In real time, Kobe had 3 rings. Y'all wasn't treating him like a 3-ring player. You were treating him like a sidekick. He was considered a sidekick. He was considered a Robin. He was considered the next Pippen. In 2002, with 3 rings, we were still comparing T-Mac. Who was better in the league? You couldn't convince the NBA down the middle who was better. So
between
T-Mac and Cole.
Totally true.
Right? So if you're sitting there with 3 rings and you're still being compared to someone who doesn't have rings, what do you think happened? I need individual accomplishments. Can you please get rid of Shaq? Right? Because if it was about rings, there was no reason for the fallout with him and Shaq. The fallout was about you only respect the driver of the car. No one respects the passenger.
I made a full video explaining that to you guys, and if you missed it, I'll include the link below. In that video, I also highlighted what Tracy McGrady and Jay Will said in their response, but before you watch it, know that Gilbert Arenas and LeBron James agreed with them, which is why Draymond Green became so upset. He said that a group of non-champions were having championship conversations and that the world we live in is crazy. In response, Gilbert Arenas stated, "You should thank us for the convo. There will never be a reason for me to thank you guys about anything involving the game of basketball. There's also nothing you guys can say or topic you guys can cover that can change anything for me when it comes to the game of basketball or the NBA. Only someone who has never been a champion would think that's a conversation that would ever matter," Draymond Green retorted. So second options and thirds get a fair judgment play with 4 rings left off the top 75. Pippen has 6 rings and sits 32 all the time, 6 people in front of him without rings. Gilbert Arenas decided to respond to Draymond Green live on Gil's Arena, and that's the video clip I have for you guys today. Let's see what Gilbert Arenas said calling out Draymond Green here, and if you can, guys, hit that like button, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. That really helps these videos get pushed out to the algorithm, and I really appreciate that. Your research was just a little bit flawed because it was missing one important perspective, a champion who understands what it means and how to do it.
You say personal. I'm pretty sure the conversation between them when Clay didn't make it and they're sitting there asking why and crying and doing all this, someone goes and does the research for you and then gives you the answer. And then you attack the researcher. If you think there's something off about what I'm saying, then you answer the question. Why do you think Clay at the moment of time when they're voting has 3 rings. He has 2 All-NBAs, and he has 5 All-Stars. Why would that man be left off the top 75 for number 75, who has 6 All-NBAs and 6 All-Stars? You would think the 3 championships will push him over the top. So if you don't like my fucking research and my answer, then you answer it. And please don't say, I don't care. Come up with an educated answer.
Or don't respond.
32,
What if he doesn't care?
32 is Pippen. In front of Pippen is Allen Iverson.
In front of Allen.
So come up with an answer that you can help the public.
Hey.
It has nothing to do with your feelings.
Just give a minute.
Because I seen the answer. I seen when the Isaiah Thomas statement that Isaiah made when he basically said something about KD, where KD basically saved y'all careers and made y'all Hall of Famers, but he gets disrespected, but he saved y'all. Like I seen that interview. Right? The people who are voting for you, they never won a championship. Do you really believe that they're using rings as the base, or they're using your individual accolades? Because, like I said, if I remove the rings, who resume is better? 6 All-NBAs and 6 All-Stars, or 2 All-NBAs and 5 All-Stars? Which one now belongs in 75? So now you know why Dame was 75 and he was pushed out. His body of work first is what we go off. The ring just solves the tie. If there's a tie, you got 6 All-Stars, you got 6 All-Stars, now I go to the rings. The rings don't supplement your individual greatness that you bring to the game. Here's really a thing, what some person said. They said, when you can't do anything individually, you use team accolades to justify it.
Damn.
It was a selfish person that said that, right?
Damn, that's.
Rashad, please.
That was that was a quote, not my opinion. I'm just giving you my opinion.
That's a bar to me.
What is the bar?
So that's what Gilbert Arenas said about the ring culture. He's pretty much explaining exactly what he said in his text response to Draymond Green. Was like, yo, I'm sitting here going through this top 75 list, and people who have more rings is not on the list, and then you have some people that don't have rings at all that's on this list. So I'm just saying that this ring culture debate, it is kind of weird, because why is it that somebody who can have 4 rings like Klay Thompson is not on the list, but then you can have somebody like Damian Lillard who's never won a ring on that list? And so now Gilbert Arenas is breaking it down to, well, body of work also matters, and he started breaking down those players' individual accolades. So that's what Gilbert Arenas is saying. He's saying that it just doesn't make sense. What the hell matters is it individual accolades, because if one person does have 7 rings, they do start breaking down individual accolades. Well, oh well, Jordan got X amount of MVPs, and this person only has this amount, and he only has 1, he has no finals MVP, and you know the conversation is just always moving, right? So yeah, man, that's it for today's video, guys. I would like for you guys to get in the comment section down below. Don't forget to hit that like button if you made it this far in the video. That really does help these videos get pushed out to the algorithm, and I really do appreciate that, guys. I can't say that enough. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well if you're new to the channel, or if you already been around to the channel. Catch you guys on the next one, and we out, guys. Face.